Hey writers, welcome to Writing Lesson 8. In Writing Lesson 8, you're going to have a chance to pull it all together. You've learned a lot of things about being a good opinion writer. You've learned little pieces here and there, but we want to be able to pull it all together and do it in one good, long opinion writing. It's kind of like if you were part of a soccer practice, and for a little while you practiced dribbling the ball. And for a little while, you practice passing the ball. And then for a little while, you practice shooting the ball. When it comes time for a game, though, you have to pull it all together. You have to dribble and pass and shoot all in one game. Well, you've learned little pieces of good opinion writing, and now it's time for you to pull it all together. Here's what we're going to do today. Using a prompt, I can write an opinion piece where I introduce the topic, learned that, state an opinion, you know that, and supply reasons that support that opinion. You know how to do that. Using linking words and providing a conclusion. All of those are little pieces that you've practiced, but we're going to pull it all together and do it in our one writing. Today we're going to be writing our opinion based on a Module D Unit 1 practice prompt. In Module B, you learned that a prompt is just a fancy way of saying a sheet of paper that tells you what to write about. But it's also really important that we read the prompt carefully so we know exactly what we're being asked to do. If you have your copy of this practice prompt at home, go ahead and have it in front of you and you can read along with me. If you don't, that's okay. I'll have it later on in the Nearpod and you can follow along on the screen right now. It says Module D, Unit 1, Practice Prompt. You read Jack and the Beanstalk and A Giant's Tale. If you remember reading those, nod your head. That's right, we did it during reading workshop. In your opinion, which character do you like better? Jack from Jack and the Beanstalk or Jed from The Giant's Tale? Write to tell your opinion. Use evidence from the text to support your answer. Let's talk through some of the parts of this paragraph so that we know exactly what we're writing about. First, it says, in your opinion. That tells me that this is going to be an opinion writing, just like we've been practicing. I'm going to tell someone what I think, feel, or believe about the topic. So, what is the topic? Well, let's look back in the paragraph. It says, Jack from Jack and the Beanstalk or Jed from A Giant's Tale. Now we know what our topic is. We're going to be writing about which one is better, either Jack from Jack and the Beanstalk or Jed from A Giant's Tale. We're going to pick one of those, and that's going to be the topic that we write about when we're writing our opinion writing. Take a look at the bottom part of the prompt. It says, remember to state an opinion. You know how to do that. We talked about how we can introduce our opinion by giving a fact or a detail about the topic, or adding a draw-in question. Then we state our big, bold opinion. That is how we introduce our opinion writing. You know that. Next, it says to supply reasons to support your opinion. Well, you know how to do that. When we did our big, bold opinion, and then we told why we felt that way, you've been practicing writing those reasons a lot. But not only do you tell the reasons, you also give examples and details to back up those reasons. So you tell why you think Jed is the best, and then you give either an example, a detail, a memory, or some text evidence to support your answer. Text evidence is going to be really important because it asks us to use evidence from the text to support our answers. So you know that you'll give reasons, examples, details, memories, text evidence, use more than one. Another reason, give some more supporting things, another reason. It says to use linking words, which is something you've been doing all year long, by saying my first reason is, another reason is, I also think that. Those are all those linking words. And then finally, it asks you to include a conclusion. And you know that that just means a ta-da ending, reminding the reader of your opinion at the very end. And you could even add a feeling word. And finally, it says to use capital letters and punctuation correctly. You remember how to do that. Do it with me. Does this Look right. Good job. Did you use punctuation, capitals, and is your spelling right? Does this, say it with me, sound right? That's right. Read through it. Do we talk like that when we're using our good grammar or we're talking correctly? And finally, does this make sense? Good. Read through it. Are your ideas in the right order? Does it make sense? Are all of the same ideas on the same page? My friends, you know how to do this. You've been practicing. And so now it's time. It's game time. Well, I guess it's more like a scrimmage. Game time will come later. So here's what I want you to do. Think about all of the things that you know how to do, all of the anchor charts we just went through, and I want you to set yourself one goal. What is one thing you want to do really, really well during this practice writing prompt? On the next Nearpod slide, share your goal on our collaboration board so that others and you can know what your goal is, and at the end of the lesson, you can see if you met your goal. Head to the next Nearpod slide. Great goals, writers. I can't wait to see how you meet that goal during your independent writing time today. Now, here's your job for your independent writing. I want you to write to respond to the practice writing prompt. Today, for this writing prompt, you're going to have 2 days. So you have today and you have tomorrow's independent writing time to finish it. You don't have to get finished today, but we're not going to take longer than 2 days for this, so make sure you get started quickly. Use what you've learned about opinion writing to make your writing great. The next couple of Nearpod slides are going to be images of all the anchor charts we've used. So you're welcome to use those to help you as you're writing to remind you of what great opinion writing sounds like and looks like. You're going to get started quickly and write the whole time. When your independent writing time is over though, make sure you come back to the Nearpod because you're going to get a chance to let everyone know if you met your writing goal or if there's still something you need to work on. All right, head off, do what you know, and then come back when writing time is over.